Welcome back, guys. Today's episode we're going to be looking at a creation I built over the past few weeks in Scrap Mechanics, so let's get started. So this is what I've been working on the past few weeks. It is a self-driving car, and in today's video I'll explain the process and what it took to get to this point. This is the final version, and it took about 4 weeks to get up to the point to make a video, so let's get started. One important thing to note is that it becomes a new version, so like it goes from version 2 to 3 whenever it's a new page in the journal or it's a complete redesign. And the redesign is what made this version 3. So let's go start on page 1, and then I'll explain like how this works and all that stuff. So this is version 1, and to the right of it you can see the first page in the journal. So on the top right corner you can see a small model of the car with the letters around it. The letters are different sensors, and the lines beside them, those tell us where the sensors are facing. So like A is facing forward, B and C are facing forward but also to their respective sides, and then D and E are facing left and right. Anytime on this page you see L, that means it's turning left. Anytime you see R on this page, that means it's turning right. And so the equation is B plus D divided by 2 minus C plus C divided by 2. And what that does is it gives us the turning angle so the car knows how much to turn. And if you break this problem down into really easy steps, you add up the left two sensors, B and D, you add up the right two sensors, C and E, and then you divide each of those answers by 2. And what that does is it averages it. And the way averaging works is you do one number plus another number, and then you keep adding numbers if you have any, but we only have 2 in this case. So what you do is divide by 2, and then you subtract the right side from the left side. So like the right average from the right average, you subtract C and E from B and D, and that gives you the turning angle. And then the bottom of the screen is just focused on math to like see how it works and stuff. So this page is what built these first few. And then on the second page, I just made the page look a lot simpler. I got rid of the actual math since I already did that on the previous page, and I made the car bigger in the bottom. And then this is the turning diagram, I guess. So negative 10 is the left side, 10 is the right side, the dot is the car, and T is the turning angle. So if the turning angle is less than 0, that means the car is on the left side and it wants to go back to the center. It's like 0 is the center. You want to move the car to the right side. So that's what this page is about. And then that leads us to the next version. So this is version 2, and version 2 is based off of this page. It has the equation in the top left, it has the turning diagram in the top middle, it has the car diagram in the top right, and then right below the equation it has if A is less than 10 it stops. So A is the front sensor, so if A sees a block within 10 blocks of range, it just stops the car completely. So that's what version 2, this page is what version 2 is based off of. And so I also put in detail the speed system, and I'll explain that later. But as you can see, as it goes around this turn, the back wheels will drift. So I tried to fix that by making version 2.1. And version 2.1, I rebuilt the car and I tried to make it not drift. And once it gets up to this corner, you'll see if the problem was solved or not. So now that it's starting to go around the turn, you can see that the back wheels keep sliding. And so that is why I made the next version 2.2. I tried to fix it again, and it just would not work still. And I'll move it more up here so we can. So this one uses that new speed system that was on that page, and you have to repeatedly press a button to get it up to speed. So that's what I was doing. But it's still not working. Yeah, it's still drifting. Well, it works, but it drifts, and I don't really want it to drift. So then I made a new page trying to get it to work better. And so this is the final page. It has like all the information you need on it, except for the bottom. I wanted to make a delivery robot and a bus robot. And so it has the equation in the top left, has the turning diagram, the car in the top right, and that has the speed and turning system, which I'll explain later. But so version 3 was based off of that one. And I just gotta get it real quick, 1 second. So this is version 3. So I rebuilt it completely and it wouldn't stop sliding. So what I did was I made it all wheel powered instead of just front wheel powered, and that actually seemed to stop most of it, but it's not perfect anymore like the first one, but it does look a lot better. It's more organized, and like you can actually see all the blocks. So I might use this one. I'll use this one to explain like the equation and stuff at the end of the video. So, but whenever this goes around the turn up here, it the backwards don't slide as much, and it takes it more like a turn. I guess you would say. So that was that version, and then the next few, I can't remember exactly what I was trying to do. I know I was trying to fix the sliding problem a little bit more, but it's basically just the exact same thing. You guys run the turn the same way. So then I built the next version. So this was the next and last version. Again, it uses that same last page, and what it does is it just does the exact same thing. And I was trying to stop the drifting problem, but it just wouldn't. But it has the exact same layout and stuff. And again, I'll explain the different sections and parts to it too. So I'll take a screenshot of this real quick. So that was that. And now I will explain the different parts of the car. So what you see on the screen right now, this is the averaging circuit for the left side, and both of the sensors feed into the plus block, so that adds their value. And then it goes to the dividing block. And right now it's divided by 1 because I found out that that works better than dividing by 2 actually. So there's the averaging for the left side, and then this is the averaging for the right side. It's the exact same thing, it's just flipped to make it look better. And then in the middle, this is the turning system. So the subtraction block in the top left, that is what connects the two sides to give us the turning angle. And then that feeds into the smart engine, which is circled in case you don't know what it is, but that feeds into the smart engine, and then that powers these orange bearings right here and right here to make it turn. So that's the turning system. And for the speed system, it literally just uses these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. So it has the up, the down, and then the clear, and then that goes into this engine. That engine goes to the back wheels and the front wheels. But that's basically how this works. So if you want to see in more detail, comment down below, and I will make a second video explaining in more detail how it works. This one was just to get the story and all the work I had to do for it. But I honestly think it was really fun, and I hope you enjoyed this episode too. Be sure to subscribe and like the video for more content like this and some others. I'll see you in the next one.